Your morning announcements.
On WDMS News.
Today is Wednesday, December 5th, A-Day. Please stand for the pledge and the Dundalk Middle School Code of Conduct. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community. Please be seated. Now let's find out what happened on this date in history.
Here's a look at this day in history. December 5th.
In 1848, the California Gold Rush began, fueled by an announcement by President James Polk that gold nuggets had been discovered in California. On this day in 1933, Prohibition, a colorful era of speakeasies, flappers, and mobsters, ended with the passage of the 21st Amendment to the Constitution. This day in 1994, Republicans chose Newt Gingrich, the first Republican Speaker of the House in some 40 years. On this day in 1945, the Bermuda Triangle allegedly swallowed 5 Navy planes and 14 men. 2 hours after takeoff from a Florida base, Flight 19 radioed that their position was unknown, and then they vanished. No trace was ever found. And that's this day in history.
Today's math problem is, which measure of central tendencies finds the middle number if the numbers are lined from least to greatest? Be sure to let your math teacher know if you can solve this. Now here's Emily with our word of the day.
Today's word of the day is unnecessary. Uncertainty, I'm sorry. It was the uncertainty about the future that was of the greatest concern to the immigrants. And again, today's word of the day is uncertainty.
Now let's get a check on the weather from Madison.
Good morning. Good morning. It's Madison here with your WDMS weather for Wednesday, December 5th. Today, clear, windy, and cool. Temperature steady and slowly falling throughout the day today. Tonight, clear and cold. A high 56 and lows in the 30s. That was your WDMS weather. Now here are the temperatures for the next 7 days.
Any student interested in representing Dundalk Middle School at the countywide Math Counts competition should meet with Ms. Raczynski tomorrow, December 6th at 3 p.m. in room 208. Again, any student interested in representing Dundalk Middle School at the countywide Math Counts competition should meet with Ms. Raczynski tomorrow, December 6th at 3 p.m. in room 208.
Auditions for Willy Wonka the musical will be today after school from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the auditorium. Please come prepared with your audition packet. This is your only chance to audition for the musical. If you have any questions, please see Miss Weber or Miss Stenshorn. Stage crew do not need a report. The stage crew applications need to be returned by December 7th. Now for some words of wisdom.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Intisar Muhammad with a few words of wisdom. So what do you think is the best way to solve all the problems in the world? Listen to this old Spanish proverb. 3 helping each other will do as much as 6 men singly. In other words, half the effort produces twice the results when people cooperate and support one another. Think about that. Woodrow Wilson, our 28th president, says it this way. The highest and best form of efficiency is the cooperation of a free people. Efficiency means to do with as little effort as possible. When we work in groups, when we choose to cooperate, wonderful things can happen. That's why school clubs and student study groups and sports teams are important. So the question of the day is, how can you and your world benefit from your participation in a group activity? With something to think about, this is Intisar Muhammad. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.
Now here's Mr. Malfiletto.
Thank you, Emily and Intistar. This is Brian Muffaletto for your WDMS News Break at 8:15, your only news station at 8:15 in Baltimore. Here's your PBIS report. As you know, Winter Wonderland is fast approaching. It will be here the 18th and the 19th. Please continue to collect those blue Winter Wonderland hoots. You'll be going down through your physical education classrooms on those days. Again, continue to collect as many hoots as you can. Also, as each day draws closer, I will be showing you some of the merchandise here at WDMS that we will be having for you to look for or shop for on the Winter Wonderland days. So you'll see me a lot more this week and next week as we get closer to Winter Wonderland, and please continue to collect those hoots. This is Brian Muffaletto, WDMS News 1, Baltimore. Emily, back to you.
And now here's Mr. Barish.
Morning, Dundalk Middle School. That's a tough act to follow. Thank you again, Mr. Muffaletto. I want to remind students, 8th graders who are going to be going to the CCBC field trip. I want to wish students involved in our field trip, 8th graders, to have a great time. I know it's going to be an excellent learning experience. I know that you'll represent yourselves and Dundalk Middle School in a very appropriate fashion. So again, have a great time, 8th graders who will be going to CCBC this morning with Miss Birch and Mr. Roth. So again, thank you. A reminder to all students that on Friday this week you will be receiving your interims. We will be dismissing students back to homeroom during Mod 10 at 2:35. So please listen for that announcement. You will be going back to homeroom to receive your interims. Students, you do not have to wait to Friday to find out how your progress is going for the second quarter. You can review and examine your grades on Edline. So please make sure you are using your Edline resource. It's an excellent tool for you to use to check what your homework is, as well as check and review your progress on a regular basis. If you need an activation code, or if you have forgotten your password, please see Miss Gibson, our librarian, and she will make sure that she gives you the essential information. Want to remind all of our students about the importance of coming to school every day and coming to school every day on time. Homeroom teachers, at this time, if you would please recognize our students who were seated in homeroom, who are giving 110% of their undivided attention during the announcement. So that means students, if you were seated by 8:15 in your classroom, and you have been listening quietly to the announcements and in a respectful manner, I ask homeroom teachers to please give each child who fits that criteria a Winter Wonderland hoot at this time. Again, students who are in homeroom, on time, seated by 8:15, and have been respectful, listening to the announcements quietly, please make sure you recognize those students from me and you give them a Winter Wonderland hoot from Mr. Barish. So thank you, homeroom teachers, and thank you, students, for doing a great job. We want to recognize the excellence at Dundalk Middle School. And so, in addition to coming to school every day, demonstrating excellent attendance, we also want to make sure that you're coming to school every day with a positive attitude and you're ready to apply yourself. And you will be successful not only in school and in life, and as Team DMS, we will do whatever it takes to make sure you reach your potential and you are successful in school at the next level and also in life, college and career readiness. So again, we're here to give you very best so that way you can be successful. A reminder to all students between now and the week leading up to winter break, the homeroom that has the best attendance at each grade level will be recognized for demonstrating excellent attendance with a pizza party. So again, we will be providing a pizza party for the homeroom at each grade level that demonstrates excellent attendance, highest attendance percentage at the grade level. So all students, best of luck to you, and I ask students to make sure that you communicate these high expectations to your classmates, because it's going to need to be a collective effort to make sure your homeroom wins. Reminder to all students, bandanas, again, as part of our dress code policy, bandanas are not to be worn. I want to make that reminder, and I ask teachers to make sure that you reinforce our dress code policy, that students are not wearing hats at school. They're also not wearing bandanas at school. Again, that is a violation of our dress code, and I know all of our students want to do a great job in following our high expectations that include not just behavior and academics, but also our dress code. And I thank our students and our staff for making sure everyone is following and meeting those expectations. And now back to Emily and Intisar. Thank you. Have a great day.
This is Intisar.
And Emily, reminding you to
Stay classy, Dundalk Middle School.